Ed's little brother, Dickie. And he really loved me a lot when he was young. When we were wrestling, and he'd pin me, he would get a big drop of spit. Always sucking it. Except sometimes. The only time I got the best of him was when I had him pinned, and his arm under the chair. Couldn't do anything with that one. And I had the other one in a hammer lock, and he started to cry. So I had to let him up. He said he wouldn't hurt me. I didn't always tell the truth. Ed always has worked hard all his life. He provided for his family, made sure that they all had 3 squares a day, each and every one of them. 3 squares of toilet paper. But he's not cheap. I'm not going to ramble on too long because it's a little chilly in here, so we're going to light the candles on Ed's cake.
So I was Ed's youngest son for like 20 years. I was a little disappointed when that title of baby took away from me. So Bennett has grown up, and I'm stunned every time I look at him. He's doing fantastic. My oldest brother brought up a point about trips, family trips. And I'd like to impart one of these trips. Janet and Dad were outdoorsy folks, so we were going to go climb Mount Marcy in 2 days. So we drive to the base of the mountain, we all put on our packs. I'm about 8 and carrying 50 pounds. And my brothers are similarly laden down. And we start hiking. And we almost got to the top in the first day. So we camped. And I woke up in the morning and I am still afraid of the color green to this day because it had rained at night and then it had frozen. And I was sleeping in a green pup tent. So when I woke up, I could not physically move my body and I saw nothing but green. As my pup tent had shrunk and just squished me like a bug. So we woke up and got breakfast and we climbed the rest of the way to the top of the mountain. Now, I don't know if you understand that it took us a day and a half to get to the top, but we had about 5 hours to get out. Now, we get to the top of the mountain, which was the whole goal. Climb to the highest peak in New York City. And it's a beautiful, clear day, which happens maybe 4 or 5 times a year. And we got to spend 15 minutes. So we start hiking out. And Janet, with her 150-pound pack, was struggling to keep up. Because of blisters on her feet. So my father, in his wisdom, says, "Boys, go ahead. You finish the hike, and I'll stay with Janet." So he sends basically an 8, a 12, and a 15-year-old off into the woods to get to the car. Now, that night before, I had mentioned it had rained. We get to the station wagon, the family carrier, and everything is wet. So we can't start a fire. And it's starting to get dark. And they're still out in the woods. My brothers, despite their best Boy Scout efforts, could not get a soggy, wet, and laden wood to burn. surprisingly enough, since we had basically sticks and scraping metal to try and start our fire, because we were too young to actually have a lighter. So I can remember fondly, to this day, at 50 years old, sitting in the back of the station wagon with a can of cold Dinty Moore beef stew in front of me, thinking, I can't eat this. And my brothers lovingly saying, just scrape the grease off the top. Somewhere around 9 or 10 o'clock, Dad and Janet did come stumbling out of the woods. And his statement to us was, aren't I freaking great? I got her out of the woods in the dark.